So, guys, like, what is your personal experience in investments? I'm just gonna start off first with some questions. Do you ever ask yourself, like, what is your investment needs and goals? What is your risk level of investment? And like, do you establish objectives as to how long you're gonna have this investment for, and all that? Like, how is your personal experience with investment?
Yeah.
Henry, where are your investments right now?
Okay, so I guess I had money in my bank, savings. I was planning to save it to travel, but now COVID happened, no travel. Now I sit on this cash. What am I gonna do with that cash? It's like, where am I gonna put it? So actually why I seeked for an advisor. I had a couple actually. I went through two of them, and then I actually found the right one for me because he actually took time to educate me, and this is how I honestly got myself into finances. But yeah, so I got myself to start off simple, a mutual fund, right? Everyone should start with a mutual fund. I believe it kind of your interest begins there. What a mutual fund is just if you guys know what stocks are, it's just like stocks of a company. It's the value of a company. So with mutual funds, it's a portfolio. So it's a portfolio, and
Mhm.
it's got tons and all bits of different companies. It's not run by myself. It's not run by even my mentor. It's run by these professionals who handle stocks day to day, every single day. They live, breathe, eat stocks. That's honestly what they do though, right? They have to be on top of their game because if
Mm-hmm.
they suck,
Exactly.
they get replaced just like that. So they gotta be
Mhm.
on the ball. Uh, so that's where I would start. That's where I did start actually, and I still am in it. I don't think I'll ever leave mutual funds. It's just like kind of like a safety net for me. It's like if you get into direct investing, so that's where you buy stocks itself. Let's say I want to buy Tesla. Tesla's
Mhm.
$900 for one stock, or about $900. I'm not gonna buy just one stock because if Tesla goes down, my $900 goes down. So with mutual funds, it's a bunch of companies into this portfolio, and it's managed by a professional who checks on it. I don't know how often, depending on the manager, but they manage the fund. That's the important one. They manage the fund for you. If you're a noob like me, a beginner who doesn't know a thing, this is where you want to start because this is
Mm-hmm.
gonna give you the best, not the best performance, but it's the best, I guess, best time really.
Mhm.
Because the experience, best experience, because you don't have to look at it. If stocks are going down, you might tend to sell it, but these guys are professionals. They check their emotions. They do all that stuff. So your money's gonna go down a couple days, but it's gonna go up as long as it goes up, right? And then the question you might be asking yourself, when should I start?
Mhm.
Anytime. You gotta start,
Anytime.
you gotta
Mm-hmm.
start once you have your emergency fund. Start right away.
Mhm.
Interesting. How about you, Paul? Personal investments that your favorite.
I started with mutual funds as well. Oh, well, no, actually, TFSA with mutual funds when I was 18, I think. I started contributing when I was 18. I didn't know mutual funds back then, so not until 2 years ago. Same as Henry's advisor. I enrolled in universal life insurance with mutual funds. So that's that. I think that's my investments right now.
Yeah, and
That's
then
actually going.
the fun part is that since we have me and Paul both have emergency funds, we could actually like go out buy. I started on Wealth Simple, just like direct investing. Me and Paul have
Mhm.
been buying like small stocks. Uh,
Yes,
hopefully they're gonna go blow up one day. But
hopefully.
if not, then we learn our lesson.
But it's up to you. Your risk is up to you, right?
Yeah,
Like as long as you have savings, like Henry said, invest when you have enough savings for yourself,
Mm-hmm. And
right?
that's one thing that I learning about investment is it's really a risk and it's up and down. Like you should be mentally ready, emotionally ready about the dips and the ups. And I don't know if it's the timing or like when do you know when you should invest in these
Yeah, so like
things.
that's exactly what I said. When should you start? It's any time. It doesn't matter because,
Yeah.
like I said, it's markets fluctuate. It's not
Mm-hmm.
it's not risk it's gonna go up and down depending on what sectors and stuff that you invest in. But let's say for crypto, me and Paula actually invest some money in crypto already.
Recently, we were talking about it. We've been talking about it since.
Yeah, and then
How it's gonna crash, how it's gonna blow up.
and it's very volatile, which means it fluctuates highly,
Mm,
up and
high.
down thousands of dollars, hundreds of
Very,
dollars
very volatile.
in,
Yep, that's
in
right.
minutes. But the thing is that we're not worried though because we have that savings so that we can fall back on. That's why I want to highlight just have an emergency fund. Then you can play around with investments. I was gonna go somewhere with this, but I completely forgot now.
Make sure you research to your direct investments. If you're gonna do direct investing, like for example, or before you buy Tesla, you have to research about it first,
Yeah,
right?
do your due diligence, right?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
and the nice part of having mutual funds is that you have access to these funds, and then you see like what they're investing in. It's like, oh, why
Mm-hmm.
does this fund work and another one's don't? And then you can see where they're putting all their money in. Um, by the way, you can only access mutual funds through banks and through advisors like me and Paula.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but direct investing, you go on an app, well, simple.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, simple is pretty simple. Oh.
you get out of 10 times, you'll probably lose money because you don't know what you're
Yeah.
doing. uh,
Yeah.
but like mutual funds is a nice way to start because you actually get to see these trends and understand patterns. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but then yeah, it's nice because me and Paula have wealth as well or whatever quest traders you might have. Uh,
I only have Wealth Simple right now, and I was gonna look at Quest Trade, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are also into forex trading. That's a whole another level of investment because you have to watch the chart whether it's gonna go down and up because you have to like literally put money on it. It's a gamble, pretty much, right? So
I wouldn't say a gamble.
a little bit. It's
It's volatile as well. Forex,
yeah.
for all the people listening is just it's
Oh yeah.
trading with currency. So like U.S. and Canada currency, they trade that
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin, you name it. But they look at charts, the trendings, and all that. I'm not getting into it because I don't know anything too much about it.
There's a
I was
lot.
gonna start forex last year, but it's just a lot. 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, I was
These are
reviewing the charts. Was into this course, and I paid for the course and whatnot because
cool.
my friend is into it. And he actually quit his 9 to 5 job, and he's starting doing forex full time. So, you need a lot of time. You know, put a lot of time to study
Yeah.
forex.
So the nice thing about mutual funds, I was gonna say, is that you could go do your 9 to 5 job, and then you're still investing. Your money's still working for you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Forex,
yeah.
yes, Paul had mentioned this guy quit his job because, I mean, he's probably making a good amount of money, but it requires your full attention.
Mhm,
While
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
having mutual funds, you're just sitting
You're
there.
lagging.
Yes,
Yeah, there's also ETFs as well. I'm
Yeah, you were lagging.
a little
am I
bit.
lagging?
Mm-hmm.
Am I still lagging?
Oh
Hello.
yeah, you're good now.
Uh,
A little bit good. Yeah, you're
yeah,
good.
there's actually ETFs as well. It's like electronically traded funds. They're pretty much like AI or bots that run these
Yeah.
things. They take a formula from successful funds and they plug into and they trade and everything based on algorithms and the bot they're robots trading for you.
Mm.
That's what
The
ETFs
ETF?
are. That's what
Oh.
ETFs are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Um.
actually have Wealth Simple for that too. Because there's two. There's Wealth Simple, just like you put money like under your RSP, TFSA, your personal, and then the AI robot or whatever will generate the whatever ETF for you. Uh, and
Yeah.
there's direct investing.
Yeah. You're right. You can buy ETFs too. Well, simple as well.
Yeah.
And what do I recommend? They're both great actually.
Mm-hmm.
But the best part about mutual funds is that it's managed by a person, a
Mm-hmm.
portfolio professional who's checking it constantly, while a bot is just going off a formula. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
it's a proven formula though, so don't get me wrong. It's a proven formula, but it's you won't have the best experience. It's out of those two.
Mm-hmm. So you guys, from what I'm seeing, are investing in a lot of places, and I don't know if you guys heard the term diversification,
Yes.
right? So it's not just investing in one place because you never know the dips in the market. So you have
Mm-hmm.
a couple. So it just I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
have
how
it
to
everywhere. Like,
yeah. So
Yeah. So you have to be diversified. I think that's the last thing I learned about side funds. Like
mm-hmm,
your portfolio has to be diversified.
mm-hmm,
have it have your investment portfolio diversified. Have some real estate investments. Have some
Mm-hmm.
business ventures. Once you're part of the game, a lot of depend. You can start anywhere. Out of those three: paper assets, business, or real
Yeah,
estate.
business or real estate.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, paper assets wise, like stocks and mutual funds is a great starter in my opinion, like how I see it. My next goal is to actually do real estate.
Yeah.
mm-hmm, yeah,
Real estate is hard to. You need to
mm-hmm,
have the money for that.
Yeah. And then yeah, get a mentor. It helps.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't do it
exactly,
blindly. Get mentors. They help so much.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They've already made the mistakes that they learned from, and they're gonna help you from that, right?
mm-hmm,
You don't want to repeat the same mistakes because you're just going nowhere after.
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Angela, you have a business. It's like pretty much like a personal. You're passionate about it, so that's a
yeah,
good. That's a good
good
side
stuff,
hustle, right?
Wait, what
yeah.
business do you have, Margiela?
Quaderno, I'm selling journals.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. You do.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah,
Good
but
business.
yeah, but you know what? Like aside from those investments, like the stocks and bonds, like Henry said, you invest in people, you invest in time and knowledge, and this is something that sometimes we forget too. These are also types of investment. We invested in school, going to
Mm-hmm.
school as well. So knowledge and the time to learn about these things and to meet with
For
people,
sure.
relationships. So these are another level of investment too that are really valuable as well.
Yes,
So
I
investing,
invested in my boyfriend. Just kidding.
she is invested.
I'm just kidding.
It's true.
Actually, you invest in your significant other, right? Hopefully, they pay off at the end.
Yeah,
High
hopefully.
interest.
I mean, they're paying off
They're
right now.
paying
So.
off. Aw. And yeah, it doesn't come easy, it doesn't come fast, and that's where delayed gratification is, guys. So just be
Yeah,
patient.
delayed gratification. Love that
We
term.
keep waiting. So yes, guys, I think that's the end. It's so
What?
short. It's so short. Like it's just a whirlwind of every aspect. You guys might come back. Who knows?
Yeah, I
We'll
mean,
see.
if your viewers want us, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, lastly, I want to talk about wait, one thing.
You have a
Security,
closing
because
message? You have a closing message, Paula?
security, especially because Henry has an experience from like, yeah, financial security, because like life insurance, to be particular about that. Okay, can you give me your example of how you benefited from life insurance or your
Oh,
family?
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do we have time for this,
That's not too
Sure, go
personal.
ahead, Elf. Go ahead.
You can cut a lot of things. You can cut me and then
Yeah,
add this one.
oh, yeah, yeah. I guess we're like to cut stuff, right, and add things between. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Yeah, for sure. So, my dad actually had an advisor. Remind you, I was in my teens, like 18, 19. I didn't know anything about my parents' finance. My dad was a welder, a ticket welder. He didn't go for school for it. He just learned on the job, and he got a ticket to weld. My mom was a sewing machine operator. Sorry. Combined income, both of them was probably $50,000, I would say, 50 or less. So they didn't make much money, but my dad actually had an advisor, and I didn't know anything about it. So when I grew up, I remember that okay, I'm dirt poor, I'm poor. That's my mentality.
Mhm. Mhm.
So then my dad had an advisor, and then I guess they told him to get life insurance because life insurance, believe it or not, is a step in financial planning because it's gonna cover um these it covers your short life, all these unknown things that happens that you might when you die, right? So my dad didn't plan he was gonna die, but he passed away. Unfortunately, would I give all that money back to get him back? For sure, but obviously I can't get him back. And then the life insurance that he had actually helped me and my family because it paid off for our mortgage at the end. Um, when I was in the middle of school, so if he didn't have it, I would have to quit my job, find a
Mhm.
job, and support my family. Correct. So thankfully he had it. I didn't have to worry about that. I continued school, finished my nursing degree. Um, my siblings went to school. His funeral was paid. It
Mhm.
just made life a lot more easier without thinking about it at a time where I was emotionally like kind of flustered, right?
Yeah.
So it was definitely something that helped me and my family. So it's definitely a step that not a lot of people like paying for insurance for sure, but when it does help at the end, it does help.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yeah, that's my example of financial security, long term. We're not saying we want you to die or whatnot. We
Yeah,
just want to
You never
plan.
know what's gonna
Yeah,
happen in the end.
especially as like Henry said, we're healthcare workers. We know how sick we can be. Um,
Exactly.
I've seen patients
tomorrow, next few
people
years from
at
now.
30, 40 with cancer, and
Yeah,
it's sad.
and you have a family and you have a mortgage to pay, your car, your kids, your little kids who has to go to school, who's gonna pay for the education, their food, and etc. So that's I think my definition of financial security.
Exactly. People have heart attacks at age 40, 50.
Yeah,
And then the thing is like who's gonna front this money, right? So it's like
yeah,
it's something to talk about.
yep. And also the government can take away your assets when you die. So there's a lot more to that.
Wow.
There's
Look at that face.
there's
There's
a lot
something out there.
there's a
There's
lot,
really a lot more. Like
a lot
I don't know how in depth I can be because there's talk to us if you want to talk about it more.
for the next episode of Henry and Paula.
Or just call us.
We want to help each other. I want to help people. That's why I'm in this business. Even in nursing, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Best
Mm.
of both worlds. So, guys, please do plug yourself so that people will come and contact you guys. Go ahead.
Oh, follow me at Paula14. Three E's, I think. Hold on.
Is this IG?
Well, yeah, your handles. Paula14.
Ayusin mo yan.
Three E's.
Ulitin mo yan, Paula. Do it again.
Oh my god.
Are you on, is it private or public?
You can send the email. Wait.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, action. We have 9 minutes. Okay, guys, if you need any help, just tell Margiela.
Yeah, just contact Margiela.
Just contact Margiela.
She'll give you our contact. How about
Yeah.
that?
But you can also put it at Paula14 with 3 E's. And yeah, Henry.
Yeah, Henry, go ahead.
And mine's obviously my name, Henrytgiang. On Instagram, just send me a direct message or contact Marcella for my email or number. That's pretty much it. Right?
I'm the messenger, guys. So,
She-
If you need a house, if you're a first time home buyer, if you need a life insurance, if you need a TFSA, RSP, mutual funds, etc., call us.
yeah,
Or even just like budget planning. It's fine. Just let us know.
we do it from even if you're in debt from day one to retirement. We do it all. For
Yes.
you.
We're not trying to sell anything at all. We're gonna work with you guys.
We will
thanks,
educate.
thanks for
Yes.
having. I'm so thankful. I'm like, thanks for having me. It feels like you guys spent most of the.
Hey, Marcella, thank you for coming to our channel.
Yes.
Our special guest, Marcella.
Well, they're the experts, so I'm so thankful you guys agreed to this. I know this is not their usual. They're very low key and private, but thank you for stepping
Oh,
up.
what? Thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
for educating, for giving
Yes.
this
This
time
is
for
something that
people.
everyone should know, right? So
Mhm.
thank you for having us, Marcella.
Thank
No, thank you.
you.
Really.
Final message. Thank you. Yes.
Take care.
Bye.
And have
With that, and
a
save,
happy
save, save, save.